Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is Commissar here, and today I have another game featuring BabyKnight, our red protest player in the top right hand side of the map. His opponent is none other than Team Empire's Happy, our blue Terran player for today. So recent results, you see BabyKnight getting an all-kill of Team Millennium back in 29th of April, I believe. His opponent, Happy. Recent results this year include, 4th place at the Copenhagen Games, which were won by Kaz, who got $3,500 from it, or maybe it was euros, I'm not quite sure which one. We do see an Ice Hammer Invitational, I believe, ICE, which is a Russian tournament where he won several thousand rubies, like 4,000 I think. I have no idea how much that is worth in dollars. And we do see also another result being the ICTA, International Cybersports TV Association, I think it was called. And that was it a first place? I forget. It was another, I think it was a second place where he won, I believe, $1,200. So Happy has had a decent 2012. Not the best, nothing too exciting, nothing too big, but he is a top player. And if you ever look at the European ladder, he is consistently ranked about number 1. When I say about number 1, I mean he's often ranked number 1. He's not like consistently number 1, because nobody is consistently number 1. But he is about as close as you get to being top of the server all the time. That's on ladder though, not in tournament results. Tournament results are decent, not the best. But yeah, he's certainly a force to be reckoned with in the general StarCraft 2 Pro scene. We will see, it looks like a gas, yep, nothing too exciting from BabyKnight yet. As you would expect, nothing of the kind, really, to be honest. And we do see him chrono boosting probes very, very heavily. Probably going to mean no sort of super early pressure, as no gateway is going to be chrono boosted at all. Also, you will see a slight delay on the Cybercore by a couple of seconds in order to get out a couple of extra probes. Again, also the slightly late gas, probably a sign of a lack of sort of early warp gate pressure. So the gas is not late. Ignore the gas comment. But only 2 guys are on gas. Probably going to be a sort of a very, like 1 gate expand is my guess. I say 1 gate expand because we do see not only is the SCV being cleared out, Happy suspects it, trying to block the expand as well. You do see only 2 guys on gas, meaning he doesn't want much gas. Probably wants to just get warp gate and maybe a socket as well, and that's it on gas. And really, 1 gate expands tend to be the best thing to do against a Terran player right about now, as you can hold out off a 3 racks or something with a 1 gate expand in general in most maps. This map, it's not the easiest thing in the world. This ramp you can hold easily enough, but in general it's a very, very strong build to go and allows for some sort of 3 gate pressure off the back of it. You'll see the warp gate being kind of boosted out in order to get out that warp gate as fast as possible. Probably going to mean 2 more gates being thrown down in a second or 2 in order to get out that optimal 3 gate defense at about the 6-ish minute mark, which is about when you want to be prepared to be attacked by the Terran player. Often 5 minutes 30 is another key time to note out, and that will basically be the time when BabyKnight is ready after 3 gates. We do see the fast expand of Happy also down, faster than that of BabyKnight. Not too significant though, it is going to be 3 racks against 3 gate in a second here. And that is the kind of time where the Protoss player wants to make a push, as Pure Marine is really, really weak against Stalker Sentry, if that is indeed what we do see out of BabyKnight. Even Sentry Zealot, Stalker Zealot, all do pretty well against Marines, and Force Fields in particular are very, very good for pushing bunkers, as you can deny any repair on the bunkers. And really, 400 health, when you have a vastly superior army, 400 health is not the biggest deal in the world, so really 1 bunker, not adequate versus 3 gate if you have sentries in your attack. We are going to see some sort of poking here by BabyKnight with this 1 stalker, and a bit of lag to go with it, and it is going to see... Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this lag, and there we go. It's going to die down in a second, I assume. There it goes down. Very odd, the last 2 games didn't really lag at all. Anyway, so BabyKnight is going to be pushed back there. 1 stalker just to scout. Does see 1 bunker full of guys. As such, getting sentries, and that is what I was talking about. Sentries great against this sort of thing, and did Happy see that? I'm not quite sure if he did. No, he didn't see the pylon. He doesn't see the sentries or the pylon. As such, he is not too scared. But I don't know if he knows what's happening. He probably doesn't, as only one Stalker at the front. And really, Marauder's already out. It seems like BabyKnight is not being as aggressive as he could be with his production. Could have gone for a more Stalker-heavy mix, and really Stalkers are what you need against Marines at this stage of the game. Sentry Zealot is still powerful. With the second bunker up, it's going to be impossible to break through, so he really needs to push right now. There are the Stalkers coming in. Now going to be 4 Stalkers. This is a better composition, and this is what BabyKnight needs to try and break it here. Will he be able to? I don't know. The Stalkers, sorry, SCVs already being pulled, trying to surround the bunker. Where the force fields are? Where are they? There they are. Going to deny this bunker repair almost completely, but 2 are still on the repairs, and that is going to cost BabyKnight very dearly. Guardian shields are going up, but in the end, not really losing anything at all. Here's our Sabtril. He's lost 2 units, 2 Stalkers I believe in this entire game. Not the biggest deal. He did try pressure, it did nothing in terms of damage. So what? It didn't really cost him anything either. Both players have safely expanded, and really, BabyKnight has map control. He knows what his opponent is doing. He has a complete scout, forced a second bunker, forced a bit of repairing. He didn't lose anything in the process, therefore it's pretty much an okay thing to have done. Again, forcing what? Forcing the surround of this bunker, forcing Marine camp to be lost. And it's not going to happen, I feel. BabyKnight, his army is just too weak against these Marauders especially. And yeah, getting a few free shots off, not a big deal again. And these Marauders, Marine Marauder, going to be very heavy Marauder actually. 2 Reactors though are on the way. 1 for Medevacs I believe, but 1 for Marines most likely. Is going to see MMM against this Gateway Ball, and it's going to be an interesting game because we do see double upgrades plus Twilight Council, possibly going to be High Templar in a second, but this Gateway heavy style trades very, very curiously with MMM. The way it works, when it works, is when the Protest player has an upgrade or a macro lead. That allows the Protest player to have a ton of charge lots. With armor, charge lots are great against MMM. They do a lot of damage, they soak up a lot of damage. Really though, until Storm is there, you're not going to be able to take on the Medevacs. Before Medevacs you can, after Medevacs you can't. So really we're going to need to see High Templar, Archons, maybe even Colossi coming out of BabyKnight very, very soon, because it's very, very hard to make this charge lot style work, or heavy gateway style work. Some players like it, Adele Scott likes it a lot. Adele Scott being a teammate of who? He's on Team Millennium actually, which BabyKnight all kills funnily enough. But yeah, it does work. It's hard to make it work. And the Templar Archives is on the way. High Templar will be on the way. The only sort of thing it could get out in time for this attack is Archons. That would help out a ton for BabyKnight. And he doesn't see the attack. He does see it. And having seen it, I believe he will get out a couple of Archons in time to defend the attack. And that should be enough, because Archons, of course, are great against fire, but he needs to get them up right now. There's a force to delay, and now all he needs is the Archons to warp in, the High Templar then to be made into Archons. And here they come, 2 High Templar, gonna be an Archon, I can almost guarantee it. Plus a couple of extra Zealots too. We will see, it looks like, oh, nice forces, they're gonna trap a bunch of units, they will all die here. The Zealots are taking a bit of a beating. It looks like in the end, the best pickup for BabyKnight, but still going to help him out a ton. He's ahead in supply. These High Templar are not making an Archon, taking a big risk on that one. Going to go for the Gambit, going to try and get Storm out as soon as possible. There are the force fields, but only one of them going to just deny the Zealots of surface area and not actually cost his opponent anything at all. Here comes the Storm. It is not ready yet though, so only going to be feedback plus an Archon. The Archon is so much slower than it could have been. That's what I mean by the trading not being the best. You can see now the Medevacs have been feedbacks, they're not super effective anymore. But really, that trading was not the best for BabyKnight. It was still okay though. You notice how Sab does show BabyKnight is still behind. Basically a 1-for-1 trade. And BabyKnight was ahead by 10 supply there. So that is what I mean by the trading not being the best for the Protoss player. He was, what, ahead in harvests though? So really the army was not super big for him. At the same time though, Happy is off 3 bases off the back of this. BabyKnight couldn't afford to expand. He was pumping out from his gateways as hard as he possibly could. He does have his upgrades secured though, so he is okay. 3rd base is now on the way, keeping toe-to-toe on the macro with Happy. And really, Happy is one of the best macro turn players I've ever seen. He always expands all over the place. So keeping on the even footings with him is pretty good on the base count. He's ahead in harvest still, which always helps. And we do have Blink on the way as well for BabyKnight, so that's the advantage of the the Templar Archives route, is Blink and Charge come in as well. Which are great for the late game. All you really need to do is see a 3 base transition into Colossi and you're fine. But here comes a big push by Happy, gonna try and deny this base. Will it succeed? I don't think it will. It may get the base. Yeah, we'll get the base, but it's gonna cost him a few units in the process, and he's gonna lose a medevac 2, gonna lose 2 medevacs actually, may even lose all 3. So in the end of the day, I don't think that was a huge pickup for Happy, as it cost him a bunch of units. Was it negative? Was it horrible for him? No, although it might be in a second here, losing more Marauders, losing more Marines. Gonna lose everything here. And he's gonna kill a few units of his own, so it's not gonna be the end of the world for him by no means. Space is still coming up, but oh, the Templar out of position horribly. Gonna be, oh my god. The Templar, without those Templar dying, BabyKnight would have been ahead from that. He's ahead on his loss tab, sure, but those Templar are so valuable. They are all gas. Minerals loss is okay, gas loss is a nightmare. And the base is again delayed. So Happy doing a decent job in the end, getting lucky on the Templar, but he needed it badly. And as such, I suppose it was all worthwhile for him in the end, but it was a stroke of luck. BabyKnight still ahead in supply though, due to his economic lead, and we are going to see a huge situation here. We're going to see the base over here going to be killed off here. The Templar is ready to defend, so is an Archon, going to actually scare away Happy. Meanwhile, we will see this base being pressured by the entire army of BabyKnight. No pawns out here yet though to reinforce. One is on the way. I don't know how I'll go in this attack. We'll have to wait and see. Not the most gateways in the world. Only 7 of them. And it is going to force the base to lift off, but not really going to kill anything other than a supply depot, because Happy's reflexes were brilliant. Okay, so this base is going to be denied from landing for a little bit here. We're going to see perhaps a pickup here of SCVs. We're coming in at the worst possible moment here. One going to go down. That's about it. A mule going down. Not too much damage here going down here. Here come the Templar though. And oh my god, this base is on low health, but it's not going to go down. Is this going to be a standoff here? And both players are going to back off here. Neither of them are confident in winning the engagement, nor should they be, as it is very close right now. And really, just waiting for the ghost count is Happy. Happy at what? 1-1 upgrades versus the 2-2, almost 3-3 of BabyKnight. And if he pushes when that 3-3 hits, he will be way ahead in terms of the army, in terms of how good the armies are really. And this base is going to be taken by Happy instead of this base over here. As such, he's going to be safely onto that extra base. Okay, so the ghosts are going to be so crucial. We're up to the point now where all that matters is the upgrades and the ghosts. Basically, because no Colossi on the field yet. When the Colossi come out, the Protoss player is going to have a big army lead, I'd say, with the 33 especially. But the thing is, in the meantime, EMPs, even after the Colossi, EMPs could win the game in an instant for Happy. You can see the couple of Templar, 2 Templar alone with their energy. That's 4 storms on the army of his opponent. That is huge. Plus an Archon tank damage. Plus the shields on everything. 2 more Templar over here. 8 storms potentially. 1 EMP could potentially deny the shields and the Archons. Could potentially deny the tankiness of the Zelds. Could potentially deny Psystorm completely. If that happens, BabyKnight will be stomped. If not, Happy will be stomped by Colossi lasers as well now, as the Colossi are now being produced 2 at a time, and he is delaying for those extra few units to come out. The big thing though is what will happen to the ghosts. Will they be? We do see some nice harassment here. This one Zealot on 5 kills is going to get a bunch of Harvester kills, going to kill a mule as well. So 6 workers killed so far by BabyKnight, and he is ahead by still about 10 Harvesters, so his economy is still ahead. Gonna also kill us, not a supply depot, but gonna do a harassment. Gonna delay the army of his opponent with that little push. And here comes the army of BabyKnight. It is bunched up those wire, fear for it. A Templar also in a bunch could be EMP'd so easily. There's some EMPs in the Zealots, but not hitting the big money targets, not hitting the Archons or the High Templar. So basically BabyKnight is not going to be deterred from pushing, and he is even getting the shields back already, and oh, 1 Templar getting EMP'd. That is nasty indeed. But still 3 High Templar plus now 3 Colossi, 4 Colossi plus 2 Archons. This army from BabyKnight maxed out, almost perfect. There are the EMPs, there are the ghosts, all being melted by the Colossi. And oh my god, we're just going to see the town get completely demolished here. And there is the GG, and really, no EMPs. The Colossus count, the supply count, the harassment delaying the army of BabyKnight was a perfect execution in the end by BabyKnight. Look at that army. The EMPs, what? They missed all the Templar. Actually, they hit the Templar in the end, but in the end, basically all the ghosts were dead instantaneously. And upgrades, 3-3 versus 2-1. Really happy was just denied. He was behind on economy all game long. And the Colossi, the flank, the positioning, everything favored BabyKnight. And that was about as perfect as engagements get from the Protest perspective, as really everything of his opponent just melted. Why? Because the economy was ahead for Happy, and when Happy was strong, when he had the when he was good on the economy, he got his second base faster. When he had the mid-game lead that Terrans often have, with having MMM against very little before the Templar were in big force, Happy didn't do much. He was denied. His push up to the front was denied by force fields for the most part. He didn't try to drop the main base of his opponent, which is a big mistake, I feel, for him. If he had gone for drop play before the Templar were out, possibly could have won the game then and there at the start of the game. He didn't. As such, we saw BabyKnight get the perfect composition over time, and that is why Twilight Council is so cool, because it means that the end result is faster Colossi plus 3-3 bio with Blink Charge Archon side Templar. That is why people like the Templar phase. The problem with it though, EMPs make it very, very vulnerable. In the end of the day, the Ghosts didn't actually end up doing much. The army of BabyKnight just generally, of Happy being too small. And apart from that, mid-game, early mid-game, bio pushes demolish that sort of build most of the time. So BabyKnight really doing a very good job in the end as a drop play before the Templar come out. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this game. It was not a PvP, thankfully. And that is all from me for today. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on another day. And please sub to KommiGaming. Please give me feedback on what I should be doing to improve. And thank you for watching.